Turbo turn-up time. The Black Tiger Miner live cast is starting now. It's Turbo turn-up time. The Black Tiger Miner live cast is starting now. It's Turbo turn-up time. The Black Tiger Miner live cast is starting now.
Hello, YouTube. It's the main man BTM here, bringing you back to the Turbo Turn-Up time for YouTube and X. And I was just actually updating my computer, so I was running a couple of seconds behind. And I actually just got updated just in time. So let me know how your Wednesday hump day is going. And there is a big FOMC meeting today, which should be pretty exciting. So there should be some good news or bad news, which will definitely affect the market either positive or negative. So definitely interested to see what happens today at the FOMC meeting. So let me know in the comments, what do you think? You think they're going to raise the rate or lower the interest rate? And how do you think that will affect crypto? So let me see here, trying to work on something actually in the background. And low-key just got back going. I was running an update on my computer and it literally just finished, but I had to switch back to the old machine while the update was running, and I literally just got everything back up and going right when the video started. So I'm just making sure everything is up, working, and we are processing. Look like we're sounding good. So what is up, Art? Let's go. So let me start the screen share and let's get rolling. Shout out to the Turbo Revolution, the Turbo Toad Army, the Turbo Toad Warriors, and Turbo Turn Up. Let's go. So this is the Black Tiger Miner Twitter page. Make sure you sign up and join us on the X page. And this is hey, we're all front runners for the CTO ever BSC history. Turbo LP burn announced. I'm not sure what they're talking about. Moving forward, please actually consider this message and think about it. Do you know that Coinbase only lists 13 meme coins and one of them is Turbo? So like I was saying, Turbo is bigger than a lot of people realize or understand, right? Do you know that maybe more as you come in, buy or cry later? Well, this is Turbo actually won a new meme coin champion chosen by you. So Turbo beat out Mudan, Floki. I think this is what is that? I can't remember actually. Mog, I think. Baby Dodge Coin, Dodge, Boink, Pepe, Popcat, and forgot this one too. Brett actually. So Turbo did its thing in this competition. The last time we did it was kind of some weird outcome. All of a sudden, this guy got a lot of voters to come out of nowhere, but we did do the thing this time and actually won the competition. So shout out to the Turbo Toad community, the Turbo Toad Warriors, Turbo Toad Turner. Let's go. Just trying to help you rebuild the crypto community. Moving forward, this is SHIB and Turbo. Next, DeepSeek I created meme coin token, 100x potential. Turbo bag holders, I'm still waiting for your 50 cents when that's going to happen. And it's coming, bro, down, but we are not out. So just continue to hold. And like I was saying, this Memecoin market cap 24-hour trading volume ratio. The lower UI, the more PTJ is undervalued. And like I was saying, Turbo is 370 million, 4.6 index undervalued. So Chat GPT is on here, Dow's on here, Arkham and Phoenix. And as the title says, Turbo will lead the bull run, guys. In itself, Turbo has grown and evolved into a seed, into a sprawling, confidently growing ecosystem which draws upon incredible collaborations, which foundationally has secured Turbo as a contender for one of the top meme coins of the cycle. I'm not reading all that. Shout out to the Screaming Toady. But I told you guys, Turbo is ahead of the pack, right? Good-hearted people hold Turbo, good-hearted person. If you don't have Turbo, you are potentially going, well, that's kind of extreme. Day 4 of posting Robinhood Turbo until Robinhood Atlas Turbo. Shout out to Tiger Sage, Ramon, Captain Turbo, and the Turbo Armada. The seas trembled as the Captain Turbo sank another weakling ship, another victory for faster, strongest crew in crypto. He roared. Bags full, sails high, and next stop the moon. Turbo just in the meme coin, it's a movement. What up, Screaming Toad? I guess I'll go back to that and finish it up then. Let's see here. Creating this Lunar New Year, which is that of the wood snake, with the wood element holding profound meaning across three major organized Chinese religions. And Taoism, the wood is a symbol of returning to one's natural. Sorry, I was reading something else. One's nature state or true nature, which is Confucianism, its symbols becoming more polished person, and Buddhism is associated with letting go for growth. This is the year where that kind of growth, personal, macro, internal, and external, is very possible for those who create it, but also for Turbo. This applies. What the frick? Sorry, reading something else. This applies to Turbo and the true nature and strength it lies within the community seeking to be branded and solidifying itself as a top contender in the space by organic growth, building foundation, and going into what will be prosperous and very transformative year for Turbo and the entire community. Happy year of the snake toads. And yeah, he's right, right? I was telling you guys earlier, Turbo is new, right? Turbo is just starting. Turbo is one of the very first AI generated meme coins, right? So Turbo as a whole is going to be on top of the meme coin. Turbo is going to be on top of the meme coin bull run. just for the simple fact that there is a lot of information that is coming and it is on so many exchanges, right? Why would all these guys be investing in Turbo, right? Why would all these exchanges, like he said, Turbo's one of 13 that even got listed on Coinbase. The only place that's not listed is Robinhood. And I think Robinhood might have blew their load on Trump coin. And I'm pretty sure Robinhood will eventually slide on over and list Turbo as well. So as the meme coin starts to pick up and the market starts to run, there's going to be more and more focus on Turbo, right? It's going to be the price action is a good thing, right? Because when people come over and see it's only at a 335 million market cap is 005, it's not crazy expensive. So people will be willing to get into it. And as you can see here, we're still picking up holders. We're at 52,125. We're at 52,094 yesterday. I think we picked up 100 holders. So Turbo is still grabbing people and people are still gravitating to it. And it's an underdog, which if you know, like I know, being an underdog is a good thing. It is under the radar and people aren't even paying attention to it. I'll give you an example like the Trump coin. The Trump coin, nobody was paying, it came out of nowhere, right? And went straight to the top of coin ranking for meme coins. And that's what's going to happen with Turbo because nobody's really paying attention to it, right? There's not a lot of focus on it. There's not a lot of people talking about are you pulling Turbo? Did you invest in Turbo? Kind of like XRP. All the stuff that people are staying away from are the stuff that's going to pump, right? People know about Pepe, people know about Bond, people know about Dodge, and they're going to be like, I'm not investing in. Like people know about Shia, right? People aren't going to get crazy with Shia because they already know about it. Joey, what's going on? But everybody doesn't know about Turbo. And you can see Turbo push back up. They were 24. We pushed back up above Popcat, uh, AI Rig. We're pushing up. Probably going to flip Melania soon. And with this new Fed meeting, I'm sure we might continue to push up. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments as well. Do you think Turbo will continue to run, right? Do you think Turbo will push on up? Trying to see something here real quick. Yeah, do you think Turbo will continue to run up in the bull run, right? Do you think Turbo will spike or do you think Turbo will rocket? I think Turbo is going to rocket once the word gets out. Once people see what we see, once people see the message, once people see about wreck mankind, right? Because it's not even public knowledge yet. We know about it, but not everybody. Super chat is working. Let's see, why is this not coming up on this side though? That's weird. Wait, there it is. That's 2 days in a row. I got a super chat. I don't know what's going on. But yes, thank you guys. Thank you for support. Thank you for showing up for your main man BTM. It was getting pretty crazy, but you guys showed up and showed out as of late. And I really appreciate the community. And I really appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. I wouldn't be doing this without you guys, right? You guys are the main catalyst that keeps me going. And this is the trader view. It looks like Turbo is at 005. At a MACD cross, we are losing volume on the 5-minute chart. Let me check the 15-minute chart. We're building volume at a MACD cross. Look at the 1 hour chart. Lost some volume. There's a MACD coming up. And keep watching this and let's see what happens with that FOMC meeting. Because I'm pretty sure it's not going to be a big rate cut as everybody thinks. Because this guy usually uh, announce what people are expecting, right? It's always something. It's always less than expected or not quite what we're looking for or on par with what we think it should be. So let me know in the comments, do you think he's going to raise the interest rate today? I think it's at 1 o'clock or lower the interest rate. And there are some more, let me see, we read that. Turbo isn't just a meme, it's the future. From viral culture to generational wealth, this toad is leaping ahead. Don't miss the ride. Everybody's talking about, is it too late to get into turbo? Of course not. It's not financial advice, but if you're just going to get in, now is the time because it was at 004 and now it's at 005. And depending on what happens today at this FOMC meeting, it might push on back up to 006 or 007. So get in while you can fit in before this price starts to run back up. Turbo season, let me see. Turbo season could be around the corner. Do you agree? Are you convinced that the major breakout is coming? I am, because I feel the team's relentless drive, the hard work, and the progress behind the scenes. Things are in motion. Are you ready? And he is right. Turbo season is coming, right? There's a whole lot of stuff coming down the pipeline. We're talking to different companies, different businesses, different projects that want a piece of the turbo toad. Jags 17. Do you hold any Toshi? I do not. Happy Lunar New Year. Wishing all the best of the year, Snake. The market is going through a tough phase, but Turbo is here to heal. This revolutionary meme coin is the doctor crypto needs. Ready to pull meme coins out of the correction, inject new life into the game. Are you ready? Definitely. Turbo is just trying to help you rebuild the community. I'm trying to tell you guys, at some point, when turbos start pumping, people are going to be shocked, right? People are going to be like, what is this? Where did it come from? How did you guys know about it? And I'm going to tell you, we've been talking about it for almost 2 years, right? It's not new to us. We ain't new to this. We are true to this. Wake me up in mid-February, please, when the market has been bullish for 2 weeks. We will come to life and knock your socks off. And I'm telling you, it will be here sooner than you think. We weathered the storm in January, which is pretty brutal. But I think we're going to push on back. Part 2 of the deep dive in the potential Robinhood wallet list. Latest video, check it out, everyone. And I think we watched that yesterday. So I'm not 100% sure if that is Robinhood, but you can check out the video from yesterday if you get a chance. The crypto market moves fast. One moment you're at the top of the world, the next you're holding for dear life. Turbo is all about speed and momentum, making waves in the ever-changing market. Buckle up and enjoy the ride. So continue to diamond hand, guys. We're almost there, right? Just continue to hold on for dear life, and your patience will be rewarded. It's the thing. A lot of people invest and don't have the patience. The investments come to people who are patient and waited out. Some will look back and say, I saw it coming. Others will say, I wish I had. Turbo is staring you in the face. What will you do? Plain and simple. What you gonna do, right? What you gonna do now? Because we're doing it all live. It's your main man BTM here, bringing you back to the Black Tiger Miner YouTube channel. And it's weird. On my screen, it's not blurry, but on this screen, it's kind of weird looking. I'm just trying to see, is it blurry or not? Why is it not so clear? What is going on here? I don't know. But moving forward, Turbo Empire, our message spread one member at a time, and our revolution exploded. In every downturn, our resolve deepens. Eggs lie in wait, ready to hatch into a bigger social movement. One tadpole at a time. That's how you build an empire. Turbo's tadpole farm, right? So what's going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, toads and tadpoles? We're doing it all live. It's BTM here trying to help you rebuild the crypto community. Hardest working man in the crypto business. Thank you, Sith Lord. We are out here and we are working hard. And hard works pay off. Like I tell people all the time, you can't beat hard work, right? I don't care how smart you are. If you're lazy, there's someone out there working harder than you are. And at some point, they are going to pass you, right? The cream of the crop always rises to the top. Thinking about the future, what if we weren't just starting the day, but waking up to all the possible possibilities in the blockchain universe? Turbo's still young, and the journey ahead is limitless. And I actually like this. These psychedelic coffee um, colors, the orange or yellow shirt. It's weird. When I do freaking images, I put in yellow and it comes out freaking green. How do you guys always get yellow? Right? I do memes all the time and they always show green toads. I've typed in specifically yellow toad and I got a freaking green toad. I don't know how that happens. But happy Chinese New Year. As we step into the new year of the snake, may this year bring you power, fortune, and endless possibility. Wishing prosperity, success, and joy to all the community members. Appreciate that and definitely take that in. Um, so I guess there's a big push with the Turbo Tadpole Farm. I wish I would have known about that, but this is cool. The silent revolution of the toads, the turbo movement draws near. For weeks, the eerie stiffness has hung in the air. Winter's icy grip masks what lay beneath the surface. The world seemed dominant, lifeless, yet dormant. Lifeless, yet stillness was deceptive. Beneath the frozen veneer, something, I mean, you guys are putting work in. Oh my gosh. Extraordinary has been brewing. It wasn't stagnant. It was just a calm before the storm. Let's go. Shout out to the Turbo Revolution, the Turbo Toad Army, the Turbo Toad Warriors, and Turbo Turn Up. Let's go. Da da da. No, we know this. But check it out. It is on my Twitter page. Happy Chinese New Year, the year of the snake. Turbo community shares powerful symbols and strategy, transformation, and strength. Number one, wisdom and strategy. Two, adaptation and transformation. Silent power before the strike, hidden strength and loyalty. Unstoppable evolution. Let's go. But yeah, let's see if there's one more here. Oh yeah, I think that's pretty cool. The tattoo, strong and determined. But I want to get to a video. This guy is also talking about why he is bullish on Turbo. So let me make sure everything is
Absolutely, yes. Okay, Turbo is still in a really good spot in my opinion, despite the recent performance. If we take a look at the chart, right, Turbo, along with a majority of the crypto market, is down. Now, a lot of news has happened in these past couple of days, right? We first got the situation of the Trump meme coin, which caused an entire liquidity shakeout of the market, right? All of the liquidity from coins like Turbo flooded into that particular their US stock market, which also crashed the crypto market as well. So these external factors are what's really causing this drop in coins like Turbo, right? It's not the coin itself, it's not the factors that affect the entire crypto market as a whole. Now, I think the chart of Turbo actually looks really good, and I'll explain this chart in a later part of the video. But for right now, I want to touch on what makes Turbo so bullish. Now, I've touched on these points in the past, but just to reiterate, let's take a look at them once again. So, first and foremost, this AI plus meme coin narrative is not going away. These are two of the strongest narratives, and with the introduction of DeepSeek AI and its disruption of the entire AI sector, right? That's only going to bring more attention to AI as a whole, and it's only going to bring attention to coins like Turbo. So I believe that AI and meme coins are both heading in a great direction for 2025. Now, this low cost per coin, right? Very, very important, plays into retail psychology. I've talked about this countless times in the past. And why do I say retail psychology? A lot of times it's retail that actually drives the price of meme coins. So when retail sees a meme coin like Turbo that's sitting at a fraction of a penny, it's going to jump at the opportunity to get in cheap and get a bunch of what they like to call shares, right? We know it's tokens or coins, but retail seems to think that whenever a coin is a very, very small price, market cap doesn't matter, and all that matters is getting that price to the dollar. That's kind of how retail psychology thinks. Another major part of Turbo, and why I'm so bullish on Turbo, is the fact that it has tons and tons of tier one exchange listings, right? So it has that Coinbase, which is huge for Turbo. It has Binance, it has Crypto.com, Gate.io, Mexi, you name it. Turbo has basically every single listing possible, other than Robinhood, of course, right? We still have that catalyst in the future. But because Turbo has all of these listings, it's able to garner the attention of retail much easier than a lot of your other coins, right? These tier one listings are going to set Turbo up perfectly for the perfect storm, right? When all of the market conditions are right, when we eventually, in a few months, do see a massive price movement for coins, Turbo is going to take the lead because it has all these listings and it garners the attention of retail, and it's in two of the most bullish sectors. Now let's take a look at one of the most important analysis you can do, which is technical analysis, and taking a look at this very strong support area, right? So this is this purple box you see right here. This purple box outlines what I believe to be the absolute bottom that Turbo could potentially hit in case we get a further downswing, right? So let's say tomorrow during the FOMC meeting, we have more negative news. That's going to push Turbo along with all of your other altcoins down further. So Turbo could go back down to, let's say, 3.5 to 4 cents, right? I believe that would be the absolute bottom. Now, does that happen, right? We'll wait and see. I don't think that's going to happen unless, of course, we do get really bad news, right? But I believe we're going to consolidate at the top of the zone. Now, a lot of you might be looking at this drop we've gotten. We basically went all the way from about 1.5 cents now to half a cent, right? So we've had a massive drawdown in the price of Turbo. And a lot of you might be wondering, wow, this is pretty scary, right? This has never happened before with Turbo. Well, you would be wrong, right? So if you take a look at what happened in May of 2024, so this was just, 8 months ago, we had Turbo go all the way up to about a penny and then have a retrace all the way back down to about a third of a cent. So this was a 70% drawdown that Turbo had, right? Let's compare that to the drawdown that we're seeing right now. We take a look at the top and bottom of this zone. We can see that this is about 66%, right? So it's very similar. We actually had it worse back in May than we have it now. Like, I remember, right? I remember what people were saying, what people were telling me back in May, right? They were saying this coin is a scam, right? This is going to zero. And we went to about a third of a cent. and then consolidated for a couple weeks, couple months, and then boom, made new all-time highs, right? I believe that same thing is going to happen with Turbo. It's just a matter of time, right? You just have to have patience. I know this is painful, right? It's pretty painful looking at my personal portfolio as well. But this is just the game you play with meme coins, right? With highly volatile, mid market cap meme coins, this is the game you play. And money in meme coins always shift around a lot. So you're going to see times like these, but then you're also going to see times like these where Turbo shoots up 500% in 5 days, right? All of this is very, very possible in the meme coin space. If we take a look at the stochastic RSI and the MACD, right, these are two very important indicators that I use to see whether or not we are indeed at the bottom. This is the stochastic RSI, and you can see we are basically at the very, very bottom of this range. The lower we are in this range, that means the more oversold we are, and that means the quicker it is for us to go back to an uptrend, right? So right now we're at the absolute bottom of this range. So I expect us to make an uptrend very, very soon, right? If we do get either expected news or positive news in tomorrow's FOMC meeting, then I expect us to actually go up, right? I believe Turbo is going to consolidate and make another slight leg up. We'll probably consolidate for the next couple of weeks, and I'll talk about that later. But I believe Turbo is in a good spot to consolidate. And same thing with the MACD. You can see it's curling up slightly. The MACD, how you use it is you want this red area to start to curl up and become green. As you guys can see, it's making this rounding pattern. That means it's going from oversold to eventually, being well priced, which is in the green. And that means Turbo, the price of Turbo will go up as well. I talked about this in the past, but Turbo is one of the top coins in the AI meme coin sector by market cap, right? And in fact, it's actually the only meme coin in this entire chart that is a non-AI agent. Fartcoin, AI16Z, AIXBT, right? Agent Fund.ai, Corgi AI, all of these are AI agent meme coins. Turbo was the first and one of the only organic AI meme coins that's not tied to AI agents, rather, but it's a pure meme and community driven coin to the core. This is what sets Turbo apart from the rest of these AI meme coins. And this is also a reason why I'm so bullish on it. There's also a ton of other meme coins that I'm bullish on in the Solana ecosystem, the Base ecosystem, as well as the Ethereum ecosystem. So if you guys would like to see a video on this list of meme coins that I have prepared, then make sure to drop a like and comment and subscribe to my channel. If you guys would like more content, then make sure to take a look at the Patreon. I have it linked in the description below. The Shark tier is still open, and with it, you can get private Discord access, as well as all these other benefits, including tracking my portfolio. Thank you so much for all of y'all.
So as he mentioned, Turbo is close to hitting the bottom. And once it does hit the bottom, it's going to start to rocket up. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think it is close to, or do you think it is it's going to continue to slide down? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let's get the comments going. We had a super chat earlier. Let's keep it going, right? Because we're doing it all live. Let me see why is this frozen.
Guys, what is up? Hope everyone
Let's see what Gaz
is doing well. Hope
has
everyone's
to
having
say
an
real
amazing day
quick.
because I'm, as usual, lady dipping. But so is the whole market dipping, and things are going down. Now, this is the opportunity, and I'm on that. Unfortunately, it is no.
Trying to figure out what is going on here. That was the video I was looking for, actually. Hold on. Here, real quick.
I'm going to give you some price predictions, and we are going to talk about how most of the people are feeling and really what they should actually be feeling. Because as crazy 100x's, 150x's, now to actually manage to pull one off, you're probably going to have to find very risky coins. But what if I told you could invest into something that is low risk like Turbo and possibly pull off like a 50x? Yes, 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 it is possible. And I know it's hard to believe this. Think about it. We have a coin that is listed on all the major exchanges. I mean, just go on their website. I love this section of the website because it just reminds me of how much they have achieved. These are all accomplishments, all the exchanges. That's impressive, especially when you have like Binance and Coinbase. Absolutely. And so, of course, they are going to be bringing in the exposure, the volume, and all the other perks. But on top of it, the influencers are talking about this because the community wants this to be spoken about. So in this market and this year, we are going to have a situation where possibly only 5% of the investors actually manage to make the money and to make good money. And the other 95% could potentially lose because you're going to have a lot of rookies, a lot of wave catchers, a lot of these green candle chasers. These individuals always get wrecked. They get wrecked, destroyed, because that is not how you make money. You're going to have to invest early, and you're going to have to hold in the long term. So are you in the 5%? Or are you in the 95%? I imagine that most of you watching this video are going to be in the 5% because if you are taking the time to actually, inform yourself and do some extra research, like watch YouTube videos, I think you are at the top. Really, guys, because you are actually curious. You have an interest. You want that validation, that motivation, conviction. And that's what you're getting here. Simple as that. And that is how the world works. The most curious ones, the ones that research more, the ones that actually, take the risk, they will make the money. The rest, guys, they're all money chasers. We are chasing money as well, but when you chase it in a way where you try and buy at the peaks, that is not the right way to go. You should be actually making moves right now. But again, I want to also get into another point. Some of you are saying, like, Gossipator, I don't have much money to invest. Like, I can't just carry on investing. It's understandable. I'm not saying that with no money, you should try and figure out how you're going to invest into this. If you have your bag loaded up and ready, it will explode. Everyone will be in profit. Even those that, got in at the peaks and they think that it's over, it's game over. Everybody's going to be in profit. So it is the time for you now to understand that this thing is going to go into billions of dollars, and write down how much, more or less, right, you are expecting to make. Your minimum, your maximum, your average, what makes sense to you, okay? And in this market, you are going to see a lot of people chasing the pumps. Once Turbo starts pumping, you're going to see a lot of positive news and positive talk and people really joining in and so on. But guess what? When it's down, many people decide to leave, right? Are they doing the right thing? Absolutely not. But perhaps they are doing the right thing to help their emotions, because if they are so emotional to a point where they can't even hold and believe in what they have invested into when it's at a low price, considering that everything is down. Everything, guys, everything's in the red. It's not like we have Turbo magically going down while everything is, 10xing on our eyes. That's not how things are working here. We're just following the market. Simple as that, right? And we're waiting for that altcoin season. But on the other hand, there's a lot of growth happening. First of all, socials are growing, which is incredible. They're coming up with a lot of interesting developments, which I will get into in some of our next videos, and constant partnerships, giveaways. So community is very, very active. You know what? I speak to individuals that are, big time investors in crypto. And guess what? Whenever I talk about the market situation as of now, whether they are freaking out, whether they're going to run away, they just laugh. They laugh. They're like, hey, gossipator, like when you invest into something, you should have a plan, right? And our plan is the altcoin season. When that money starts, just falling into the memes, going like just being thrown into the memes, that's when you should be making some moves where you take your profits. But as of now, what we're just seeing buying opportunities. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a buying opportunity. And maybe it's going to last for a few weeks. It could last for another week, 2 weeks. What, are you going to panic even more? And I told you, when this goes down to like 200 million market cap, we're going to see some serious buys. And for those of you that were talking to me about Turbo at the peaks and were saying it was too late, it was too late then. What about now? What about now? Isn't this an opportunity for you? Shouldn't you be rational and logical and put all your emotions aside? Because it is going to, at some point, obviously consolidate. It's going to find its support line. It's going to go all the way back up. And I know some influencers out there. I was actually watching one of the influencers' videos and was saying that, oh, Turbo is getting racked and so on. Well, yeah, I mean, I can see it. Yeah, it's dipping, sure. But the whole market's dipping. So on the other hand, like if you are just trying to individually point this out, it's not going to work, because I look at the whole market and I see that everything's going down. Fine, let it be so. Probably some negative news, some negative things happening around it. Let it have its moment, and then we're going to go back in a reversal, right? So, as I said, the big conclusions are made at the end of this year. I'm still sticking to my...
So with that being said, I gotta cut the video a little short there. With that being said, guys, don't panic, right? I told you guys yesterday, it is still early, right? It's not even done yet. And this guy's saying this Czar gets crypto, Turbo 4x move incoming price to 2 cents and beyond. So let me get this going. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you can, bless your boy with another super chat. If not, don't worry about it. But let's get to the video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'm just trying to help you rebuild your crypto community because we're doing it all live. Let's go.
Buddy, it's your boy Cesar, and we are talking about Turbo today. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, my friends. Here we are. I've been meaning to talk about this one. I've genuinely forgotten, and in my wake of forgetting, well, you've had quite a downside move, haven't you? I forget what my last stance was. Let's see. Let's actually look. What was my last stance on Turbo? What did I say? The Turbo chart prints bullish pattern running flat. Okay, and that was on January 19th. So we did have. Right. This is the running flat, I think, right? It's this move here. This is the running flat right here. So in this running flat, and I think we are still in the running flat right now, it's completely acceptable to find a low where you found your low, actually. And maybe I was describing that. I wonder if I described that in that video. I'm kind of curious now. I don't want to be like, I was calling for this move and then not have called for this move, but I also don't want to be like, I wasn't expecting this move. I genuinely don't remember what my last thoughts were on Turbo. So regardless of if I was bullish or if I was bearish, if I was right or wrong, who cares? But really just, it's been a second. I've talked about so many different things. It's hard to keep track of everything from a high to a low, or a low to a high, I should say, of this overall range. Low to a high, not the fake out high, but the actual high of this move that we're measuring. You're pulling back to the golden ratio, right to the golden ratio. The 61869 zone is perfect. It's an area that you found resistance here before. It's the last area that you found support before breaking below this line here. So it makes all the sense in the world that not only would you find support here, that you would move up from here and probably move out to higher prices. Now, I do remember something that I said, which is back around the time that we were at our all-time highs. Whenever you listed on Coinbase, when you get listed on Coinbase or Binance from the high to the low within a 6-week period, oftentimes you start to move down and you see price deficit of 65% or more. Oftentimes it is 65% or more. Maybe it's 60%. I think it's 60% or more, but most of the time it's like 65% around there. And then also it can go even beyond that. You only dropped 51%. And this wasn't a big deal. Sometimes in very bullish projects, you don't drop the average amount. When I say the average amount, when I'm saying it's 60 to 65% or more of a drop that the average coin drops, this was from some research that I did years ago. I did hundreds of coins in a day. Don't believe me, do it yourself if you've got the time. You'll find the same conclusive evidence that from the moment that these coins get listed on an exchange, within a 6-week period, in other words, within a month and a half, you begin to see a decline, a sharp decline that leads to a drop. That drop on average across the board is normally a 65 to 75% drop, okay? And to be completely fair, that average took into account coins that pumped too. So if you took away the coins that pumped, not the ones that dumped, that average of a drop might actually even be lower, to be completely fair. But there are some coins that don't drop as low. There are some coins that get listed on an exchange that don't drop at all, and they continue to move up. Turbo, a very bullish project this year. We thought that maybe it could find support. I say this year, I mean this cycle. It could find support here. But now that you've dropped all the way down here and you've seen a 67% drop from the time of Coinbase listing to the time that you're at now, you guys, that is right smack dab in the average expected area. This is a normal move for a big exchange listing like Coinbase. So good. You got it out of the way. You did the thing. You did the average move. Finding support at previous areas of support, previous areas of resistance. You've got this bullish running flat pattern look to you, which likely would not just break you out moving higher, but break you out to new all-time highs. So let's cut to the chase. Let's get to the part that a lot of you are waiting for, right? No, I don't think it's going lower. If it does, it's going to go, the amounts that it's going to go lower is insignificant to the amounts that it's going to go higher. You never know, Turbo, it could just shit the bed from here, but that doesn't sound right to me. What I would expect is if this is the low, and we'll actually refine this a little bit more to see if we go lower, how much lower we're going to go. I suspect if we were to go lower, I mean, that might have been it. I really do like that as a low. It's right in line with this low here. It's perfect. It's just so perfect. So I like that a lot. Just because it's perfect doesn't mean it has to happen. It can be imperfect, whatever. But high to low, the next area that you would go to, the minimum target from here would be about a 3.8x, almost a 4x, at about 1.96 cents. The highest that I could see you go is about 2.8 cents. Now, when I say highest, I don't mean for the cycle. I just mean for this move. I suspect you stop in this zone. That's my suspicion. High to low here. Do we have any agreements? 1618, 1886. I like it. Okay, I like it. So yeah, minimum target firmly at 1.96 cents. It could be where you top off. It's very possible. And it's always nice to get the Moon Boy targets, the exciting targets in mind. But let's be real with ourselves. It might only see a 3.8x from here. Oh no. That might be your worst case scenario. Or I guess your worst case scenario is this thing's a fraud and it's going to tank to zero, but I don't think that's the case at all. If we look at this relative fib, I'm going to delete this. We're going to bring this back, okay?
So just by a show of hands or comments, how many of you guys think Turbo is a fraud, right? How many think it's going to go to zero? With all the up and downs and in and outs we've already seen with Turbo, personally, I don't think it's going to zero, right? If it was going to zero, it would have already freaking went to zero, guys. Come on, man. Why do people keep saying Turbo is the thing people don't understand? People are afraid of what they don't understand or what they don't like, or just in general hate, right? Haters are gonna hate, but going to zero, I mean, come on, bro. But put in the comments, do you, in your heart, think Turbo is going to zero? If you do think, put a, I don't know, what kind of emojis we got? What is that? Let me see. Trying to figure out where the freaking emojis are. Do needs to lay off the caffeine or Definitely not. But do you think Turbo is going to zero? Let me know in the comments. 'Cause I don't think it is going to zero. But let me get back to the video.
This fib here from the high to the low. Oh, that's not even the low. No. Oh no, I hate whenever I do that. Let's go back. Hold on. Let me put this. Damn. Okay. Come on. Dude, why? Watch the last 5 seconds. I don't know why it jumped from there. Okay, so this would actually suggest you do go above 1.9 cents. 2 cents is your minimum target. Let's adjust that, guys. 2 cents, because I think this fib is more significant. I think if you were to hit the 1272, you would at least hit that 1618.
What is that, Screaming Toad? I don't think that's caffeine. I'm just gonna throw that out there. And yeah, you might be right, Rory. He might not be talking going to zero, killing 2 zeros. I mean, do you think it's going to zero? People are always flooding Turbo, saying it's gonna die, right? The project is not going to push up. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and let's keep it pushing.
Hopefully a 4x or more is your minimum target. I know, such a bad minimum target. 4x from here, likely by the end of February, if not by the midpoint of March. The second week of March is what my expectation would be. But we'll see. It depends on when we start moving. I think we'll start moving out of here, and it will be in a spectacular fashion. I suspect a kind of V-shaped recovery, at least until you get to about a cent, and then maybe you start to more gradually move up. But I do expect a rather abrupt, sharp recovery to match this sharp decline that you had. And I think that it'll take you a little bit above here. So what's right above there? That's your golden ratio right there. It would make sense that you probably, right now, you're at half a cent. You're going to see an immediate move up to a cent in a very short amount of time. It's going to happen in a very short amount of time. I definitely assume it's happening soon. But based off of this fib here, you found resistance. Okay.
Actually, Screaming Toad, I didn't actually notice that until you said something. This guy is talking kind of fast, actually.
This is what I want to take back now. I want to delete this. Got all distracted from this here. Come on now. No. We want the white. There you go. Delete that. High to low here. You found resistance at your 1272. Likely, when you move up, you won't stop at your 1414. You would at least hit the 1618. So this is a minimum target that we agree on right there. And if you break above the 1618, the next target area that you would see is the 1886 to the 200 level. Now, we bring back the other fib, and you can see that the 1886 to 200 lines up very well with this golden ratio. So personally, I don't know what to think. Is the price going to stop at 2 cents? Is it going to go all the way up to 2.8 cents or 3.3 cents? I don't know. So somewhere in that range. But I'm confident. I'm very confident right now. I can tell you at sitting at $0.0051. In other words, half a cent, 51% of a penny right now. I very much expect that you will be worth about 4x what you're worth now. In probably, I would think, a month, if not a month and a half. No, that's financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just, sitting here doing charts. I don't have a crystal ball. I'm not a prophet. Everything I said is not stricken in stone tablets. They're just ideas. Ideas can come to fruition. They can be wildly over exceeded, or they could be complete disappointments. It's just an idea.
You're right. This does seem kind of jittery, but he is right. According to statistical analysis, we could see a possible 4 to 5x pump. So let me know what you guys think about that in the comments. Let's get back to somebody halfway normal. Let's see what Ro's talking about. And any updates from the FOMC meeting, although I hear it's tomorrow. I thought it was today. I'm going to see if I can find that real quick. And let's check out Ro, and I'll be right back.
Robinhood secretly buying Turbo without any of us knowing, guys. Does this mean that we're listing having a beautiful day, or at least as good of a day as possible, seeing that the chart isn't looking too good right now? If you're new
to the channel, my name is Ro. We cover the latest and the greatest crypto content right here on. Before we start off any video, obviously I just want to say, guys, none of this is financial advice. Only I'm downs, and I just don't want you guys to make those same mistakes. Now, without further ado, we do have a lot to discover in this video, so let's hop right on into it. Now, the whole news with Robinhood, we are going to be taking a look at that very shortly. First, I just want to do what we always do. That's cover the market cap, the volume, and everything in between. So market cap at 357 million. We took a crazy hit yesterday, dropped down to 2048. I mean, everything was this. We're just losing their mind. They're just it's like, oh no, Turbo's crashing. And I've always just been saying the one thing, and the one thing only, is that it's not just Turbo. The entire market is crashing. It might feel like it's only Turbo that's crashing because it is taking a hit. And Turbo hasn't crashed this hard, like, ever. So it might feel like it's only Turbo because a lot of people consider Turbo the risk averse play. They consider Turbo rally, would you guys do it? See, the thing is, we already had a rally here in May, tried to recover, wasn't able to at first, and then if you were buying anywhere in September, October, guys, you would be up tremendously because you would be riding these waves towards the top. Now, I have the same question for you guys. Even though you may not see the right-hand side of the screen, you don't know what is going to come. You don't know what's going to happen. Let me actually draw it out for you guys so it makes sense. You guys don't know what's going to happen in this area over here, right? We don't have access to that. But if you had to do the same buy-in over here on accumulating, my answer would be I would be accumulating, or I would just be watching on the sidelines. The worst thing that I could do right now is sell and get out of my bags. And that is not what you want to do. You don't want to chase falling projects, or you don't want to chase projects that are crashing in price and flip them into projects that are pumping, because there's a very select few projects that are pumping right now, and the worst thing would be for you to switch out of a losing project into one of those. Now, one thing that I did want to show you guys is over here. You could look at this. I don't know if anyone else has noticed this, but it seems that Robinhood is already making their move. This makes me even more confident as I continue dollar cost averaging during these dips. You have to admit, it's quite rare to see Robinhood funded wallet lurking among the top 113 turbo wallets. Alongside other exchange wallets, this strengthens the argument that Robinhood is looking for a strategic entry point. I see this as an ultra bullish indicator for Turbo leading into alt season. The Turbo revolution has proven its status, and the path forward looks very bright. Do not falter, Turbo Army. We can accomplish our goals together as a community. Now, as you guys can see here, this is the address 0x47 funded by Boom Boom, and that's $244,000 in Turbo in a multi-chain portfolio. Okay, so basically, guys, what I want to show you guys here, this is more of a detailed explanation. So, boom, step one, these are some of the holders of Turbo. As you can see, it's in the top 112. Now, this is filtered over here, and is funded Robinhood. Now, even if this doesn't mean that it's actually Robinhood buying, it is a pretty big whale. But again, these are all just kind of theories, and it's pretty cool to kind of lurk around in this area of it all. I do think a Robinhood listing is imminent for Turbo, guys, and if this is Robinhood loading up while the prices are low. If this is just the market makers crashing the price so they could get in at low prices, then hey, by all means, fair play to them. And if you guys knew that Robinhood listing was coming out very soon, would you be accumulating? If you knew the right hand of the chart was going to pump in the future, would you be accumulating? That's kind of how you guys want to look at it. Again, guys, nothing has changed with Turbo. It's still a very solid play. Just because the sentiment around it is bearish, but just because the price is bearish does not mean that it is a bad play. Up to date with the latest information, stay up to date with the latest news and announcements, because that is how you are going to make gains, by being 1 foot in front of everyone else. Turbo might cook a big boy breakout here, guys. Again, for any type of breakout to even happen, guys, we need to make sure that the entire crypto market has a little bit of a reversal. If you added more sub 205, you are a genius. Get ready to be rich if you're holding this gem. If you panic sold yesterday, crypto is not for you. From experience of a 2020-21 Doge panic seller who sold first at 0.002 in Feb 20 and then sold for 0.03 in Jan 21. Learned from my mistakes. Now, obviously, guys, if there's profits on the table, make sure you lock in those profits. If you are down right now in your portfolios, which I'm sure 90% of you might be, just weather the storm, okay? I'm telling you guys, it does get better. The crypto cycle, in my humble opinion, is not over yet. I still am bullish on a Q3, Q4 top for the 2025 cycle. For all those asking for a turbo update, I don't expect any major moves until the end of February or March. I think it's going to trade with low volume, moving sideways within this range or slightly lower before breaking out again. Stay patient. Now, again, it all depends on what Bitcoin is going to do, guys. Bitcoin is trading around 101,000, Ethereum at 3,100. It depends on the entire market. If we decide as a whole the market is going to start pumping, then yes, Turbo, your Brett, your Pepe, everything is going to pump, guys. Turbo just cannot pump alone, okay? That's something you guys need to understand. Everything needs to pump together for Turbo to have its rise as well. But with that being said, I do just want to say, I'm not a financial advisor. I do hope you guys realize that. I'm only here to entertain and educate.
So shout out to Roe and I help if I unmuted the video. So shout out to Roe and thanks for the video there. But what is this you're talking about rumors of turbo payments? No doubt turbo is the real deal. Rumors of what is that? Rumors of Vines? Rumors of Vine being on payments. No doubt Turbo will be the real deal. What up, Pitt? What's going on, man? Yeah, no problems, Jason. I was trying to figure out, I don't know what's going on with the videos. It's like sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. And especially around 1 o'clock. I'm not sure if everybody's logging in to look at porn or what, but at 1 o'clock, everything slows down. So I don't know what's going on, but it kind of levels back out. But I'm finishing up on videos anyway. So let's see. I had Toshi, but sold it months ago. Just my luck. Definitely. But yeah, I was kind of nervous with Toshi. And then I guess it came back today. I don't know what's going on. But let me check the crypto bubbles before we pack it up. Ooh, AI16 is up 5%, Nachos up 3%. Arts Block is up 6.7, Nero's up 3. What did you say, Toshi? I don't see Toshi on here. Toshi must be pumping today. Toshi is where's Toshi? Toshi's down 10%. Air Jones down 6.3. Go back to favorites. Let's see here. Where's Turbo? Trump's down 4.5%. Fetch is down 5.6. Hoppy's down 2.8. FTT's up 4.7. Uniswap's up 3.2. Bonk is up down 4%. And I'm actually mining Bonk with my Kaspa miners, KS0 Pro. I'll let you know how that works out. But so far, it is cheaper than Kaspa, so it might do a little something. But I'll let you guys know, keep you informed. But did anybody hear anything back from the FOMC meeting? I'm going to check that out. I just realized I didn't do that. But thanks for joining. Thanks for putting up with the laggy videos and everything else we're doing with production. That's a good question, Pip. I need to look into that. But I know the new chips are crazy expensive, so I'm not sure yet. But I'll check that as well. GigaChat is down 6.3%. Not a lot of movement, actually. Where is Turbo? Why is Turbo not on here? That's weird. But this is the old machine. I swapped it out because the new machine was updating. And it started to take too long. Why is Turbo not on? Oh, there it is. Turbo's up 0.4%. We finally got some green, guys. What the freak? You can see where are we still at number 21, pushing up on the Melania token. But thanks for joining. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And hit your main man up with a super chat. But this is BTM signing out. Thanks for joining. And remember, let's get back to the money, guys. And as always, stay dangerous. Miner out.